Hi, I'm Gillian Jacobs.
I'm Yvette Nicole Brown.
I'm Dan Harmon.
And I'm Jim Rash.
And I'm Allison Bray.
That's Joe McHale.
Oh, I wrote this episode.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good.
I write them all. Hollywood's best kept secret, but I put my name on this one. This is our first anthology episode, which makes it a kind of a zero stakes episode because most of the episode is stuff that's not really happening, which was a dangerous little step we took.
Now, here we go.
Oh,
Here we
here
go.
we go,
Here it is
here we
right
go.
here.
Oh, there's the
Yeah.
famous
Beetlejuice.
There's the
3
Easter
year
egg.
joke.
3 years in the
joke.
making.
Yeah.
There's
Said Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Megan Gans came into the office all excited one day because she had counted that we had said Beetlejuice twice, and that we were about to say it a third time in an upcoming episode. And I pointed out to her because she wasn't there first season that we had said it once already first season, and so we edited out the third Beetlejuice that
To use
was
it
going to
here-
happen.
to use it here?
And
Wow.
then did a Beetlejuice here and summoned Beetlejuice in the background.
So the trifecta was official.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a stink ponytail. Maybe the first time the hair's in the ponytail this season.
This cold open is I believe the founding of the word
Guy won an Oscar this
the
year.
concept of Brita-ing it.
Correct, I think.
I went straight to the Oscars from this one. I had barely time to get out of this.
So the lights will work on November 1st?
And the real joke isn't using someone's name as a screw up. It's that she says, "Are people using my name to mean make a small mistake?"
Small mistake.
And Jill says, "Yes."
Yes.
Jeff. Like a Dorito? A sociopath.
I remember this.
Extreme
This
like
was
a
sort of funny
Dorito.
because I think this is where we were running long, and like they clearly did not want to get another camera shot.
Oh,
So they
God.
told Gillian and Joel, "Can you just turn a little bit
Don't-
towards the
don't
camera?
look at
'Cause we
Jim
don't want to move the
directly."
camera
Wait,
again."
we don't look at a person that we're engaged in
No,
conversation
I'm
with?
standing right next to you, and you
Yeah.
can barely
So I
look at
reach
me.
out the whole thing. Turn. Talk to the cheek.
You gotta keep it real.
To mean make a small mistake?
There it
Oh,
is.
Pumpkin, yeah.
Yes.
This is Shirley's best dance move ever.
Oh my God, yeah,
It's just
that was
a shimmy.
really good.
Just
And
a little
that was
shimmy,
Chevy
Jim.
not dancing. Chevy does not like to dance.
I
He
love
is-
this
Yes, he
new-
does. He likes to pretend tap dance. He
But
loves
he,
fake
but
tap
he
dance.
doesn't like to really dance.
Was it
He
just
thinks-
upper body movement?
I love every time they change the credits. Is this your decision, Dan Harmon?
Yeah,
I love it.
probably my money.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was your money. There's
The
the
boobs
boobs.
are
The
back.
boobs are back.
Well done.
Let's make this party fast and furious in
Joe, were you embarrassed by this jacket?
Well,
No, I'm serious.
We were embarrassed for him.
it wasn't of the quality that that Jeff Winger was used to.
Wait. You wore that later.
What?
We went to dinner later. You still have it. Shut up. You were wearing that at dinner. I said,
son
where's that
of a
jacket before? He
bitch.
goes, I just got it.
Once upon a time, there was a couple in a car in the woods making.
I remember a lot of these shots I made you guys reshoot.
Yeah.
Where did they shoot that?
Yeah.
The car, was that on set?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was in the cafeteria stage. They dressed it to look like.
Just so for those of you at home, we have never left this year and the year before. We never left Paramount.
We at the very
Yeah.
end of the season. Oh yeah, we
Well,
never
because
left
I was
Paramount.
told
no.
sometime after this episode, actually before this episode, I was told you're a bazillion dollars over budget. I have no idea what happened. I still don't know what happened. Like,
And then
'cause
you go like, what
we
was
didn't
the
do any spaceship episodes. We didn't do any zombies, and then we were more over budget on these first like 5 episodes than ever. I think it was just like making people reshoot stuff because I don't know, just laziness sets in third season, and so you're in the edit bay and you start seeing stuff that's like everyone's just reading and no one knows what's going on because the writers are delivering scripts late and so I don't know, it's just like I think we had to reshoot a bunch of stuff and then ended up way over budget. So the rest of the season after this episode is like trying to figure out ways to shoot for free.
This isn't far in. I mean, this is maybe.
Gillian, I
what,
loved your
episode
little
4.
hand there when you're like wiped people away, like it was a spider in your hair.
Chris is on a mission.
But Dan, it does beg the question: how small is the budget?
I
Because that means if we get picked up for a 4th season, they're going to probably cut the budget further, which means we probably won't be able to ever leave the study room.
well, did they cut it from season 1 to season 2? Or
I assume
Yeah, because we
so.
were at LACC.
We were everywhere.
well, they should
Yeah.
be raising it. I don't know that they actually cut the budget. I don't think they've ever raised it. What they need to do is raise it by about $1 million. So the reason why season 2 looks better than season 3 is because I didn't buy a house yet. So really the show needs more money to be spent on it.
I brought it as a cautionary measure because this cabin is within walking distance of the local insane asylum.
Oh, is that why you were able to rent this at such a reasonable rate?
Yes,
I hope you're as fertile as I am tonight.
more.
Oh.
Michael Haggett's Daybreak, the first time it's heard.
Yeah.
I love how you guys
Some of
just
the trees.
freeze.
You can
Was
tell.
that you freezing or did they freeze the screen?
No,
Did
you
guys
could, see
freeze?
the, you could see the trees moving in the
Oh,
background.
you
really?
freeze. I love
we
it.
This is one of my favorite moments.
I initially wanted to dance to the song too because I personally thought it was very delightful, and they said no, just let Donald dance to it. I really enjoyed it.
But I'll jump forward.
What was that noise?
Based on the news report we just heard, but not just heard.
Well, I think it was the introduction of the concept that Abed likes, kind of a tactile
Cut corners, although it is understandable given the recent economic downturn.
clothing, like on his women.
Fuzzy sweaters.
Fuzzy sweaters.
It's good hair, Gillian. I like it.
Thank you.
Cell phone. Lock the doors and then stand back to back in the middle of the room holding knives.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
this
you, padded
person.
bra, for those breasts.
You have those
The
breasts.
padded
No,
bras.
there's- I'm wearing a
padded
padded
bras on Mike at the end. There, on the other
No,
side.
Gilly and I share the
You're
same
welcome.
padded bra for budget reasons.
We
You should get Chevy
to-
a padded bra.
The reason we decided it was okay to do basically Treehouse of Horror is because The Simpsons is 30 years old now and beyond, and so it's a classic that we can do without just being a ripoff. But also, more importantly, that our take on this is that you're learning more about the characters. There's very subtle things there, especially this vignette as an example. I mean, look what we're learning about Annie that would be harder to learn in the hallway at Greendale.
Right.
That she's got a fixer-upper complex with men. That's why she's attracted to Jeff. That she, her line, "You should be proud of how much I've changed you." The way that she thinks about Britta in relation to
yeah.
Jeff.
Skanky.
I
whatever
can do
she
that with
said.
my teeth.
Yeah. No, that was one of those things you just wrote into the script because you knew Joel could do it, right?
Jill, do that teeth thing.
I kept pitching juggling storylines because I could juggle and it didn't have the same effect.
I thought they both looked great in this, and even Gillian is a half dead
Zombie
sucked-on
whore.
Zombie
Well, this
whore.
is more Gillian in the
Looked really
moment.
pretty.
Yeah, that's what she looks like.
This is
before
just like
makeup.
she arrived and they put these little
I'm okay with
weird
this.
bullet holes on
Okay
it.
with-
But you have to say, they changed this set for every single
They
thing.
were so
Yeah.
great. Yeah, every cabin
this was
was
that one
different.
set because you guys were there. I mean, this was 4 days maybe in this
Yeah.
this cabin.
Every cabin was every day was different. Every vignette,
It
the
really,
cabin
this
was different.
does show like how Allison's character just wants to fit. I was like, I can't read. Why would a vampire ever?
Yeah, that's. That
You've
was,
been alive
so
for
fun to
centuries
write.
and never
Cannot
learned how to
Never
read.
learned.
It was so fun to write because you didn't have to do more than one draft. Like I sat there with Megan, and I want to say like Annie was in there most of the time, Annie Mebane, but I hope I'm not offending anyone that was in there. We kind of just like. We just did what we call a spit draft, but this one the spit draft is closer to the final draft than in any other
Any other
episode
episode.
because you just fly through and you just make crap up.
Dan, I'm
but
getting
the
distracted.
characters are making crap up. Yes, the bounce card known as Allison's cleavage. We actually use it to light the scene.
Have to do white balance on it.
She nor Gillian ever tan, which I think is good for your skin, ladies.
Well, I hate the song,
This
so I hope it is.
this speech
It was
So
rough.
good.
I'm really scared for real.
Viscera and an aerosol mist of blood all over the skinky concubine. Then she flossed her teeth with his tendons. And because he was a vampire, he lived through all of it. He had to watch her swallow his last eyeball. She kept it attached to the optic nerve so he could see down her throat to his own partially digested flesh in her stomach.
Yeah, that's a scary story.
We all sort of got sucked in there. We just stopped
Yeah,
talking.
no, it's a very scary story.
See? There was a twist.
Commercial. I remember this commercial. I was like,
This is
they're
commentary.
not selling, they're not selling anything.
Wow, Annie. I didn't know you were such a fan of gore.
It's Halloween. If you're gonna tell a scary story.
Shirley literally does not want to touch her.
But your texture was so
I
discomfort.
mean, I am being captivated by this entertaining episode.
It's a good
I'm kind of getting
episode.
sucked
It's a
in.
good episode.
That's enough. Stop pinning ribbons to her. Why does Annie get to be good at everything? You guys want to
Early in the episode when they said, when you said, you guys already in costume? It's like, oh, you'll know
You'll
when
know.
we're in costume. Like it was a
I love
threat.
this story
This is so good.
much.
This is great.
It's my favorite
Oh
one.
my God.
Remember this day? Like Chevy was in a good mood.
Oh,
He
yeah,
loved everything
Because
about
he got to
this.
beat, cause he got to
Everything
beat
about
them
this
up.
one.
I think it's because he finally got the show. Like he's always, you see him saying in interviews that the show's not funny and he'd make it funnier. This is like he's wearing a funny wig. He's doing funny faces. Like in the other thing, he does a dick joke and like I'm not saying that his humor is crass. I'm saying that I mean, like, why would Chevy Chase find it funny to do a Star Wars reference? Like he doesn't. It's a different thing for him. He often looks at the scripts as gibberish. But I think in this episode he was like, "This is comedy," and he's right.
Yes.
Dan, he doesn't look at the script.
We have to give a shout out to Pam Ubo, the head of the
Nailed
makeup
it.
department,
Look
for
at that.
Look at that thing.
for the things that are going to come up on Chevy.
Yes, we're psychic now. We can destroy him with mind powers.
It's so fantastic.
Oh, was that a real?
Watching them do this, when they had the little string on the sandwich, and watching them just do the shot over and over
so
again,
weird.
it was pretty amazing to watch. And this just
you
makes
did that in Descendants too, right, Jim?
Yeah. This is a lot of times Clooney would not lift a book by his own hands, so we had to make it look like he was lifting. This makes me think of the wonderful, what was it, like Escape to Witch Mountain, because when you were a kid and you'd watch this sort of special effect.
I heard about that movie.
Oh, really?
It came out before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my
Wow.
favorite
That's on
thing
the
that's ever
DVD now.
happened.
The
butt
on the
chest.
Chevy. Butt boobs.
I wish you could write like this all the time. Just like never use the backspace key. Never. Just like move forward. It's just Troy and Abed telling a scary story.
Now,
or
whose hands
Troy
were
telling a
those?
scary story.
Whose hands were those? Do we know?
I don't know.
The crew?
Good question.
Well, that's what they want to know. That was. Think of someone.
That's a Donald.
I think it was
Glover.
Dr. Phil. His hands were.
Oh, it was Dr. Phil. See, finally,
Came over
we
from-
got the fun fact out. Dr. Phil dropped by
He's-
just to be the hand model.
He does the show in the next.
Yeah, he was next door to us.
Just a story.
And he parks next to Chevy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right
Can you
behind.
imagine that
They have their special-
conversation?
This is.
Hey there, Chevy.
Pierce's
What's
dream.
I love this one. Chevy knocks someone out with his dick.
It's the home invasion, you jive.
I made that dick thing up on set. I can't remember.
No,
what.
I remember you guys. I think you guys were rehearsing it. I think there was
Yeah.
some weird.
I
Just
had to
talking
show
it out.
Yeah, because no one understood what I meant by
like
he's
you
gonna
almost
punch him
thought.
with his dick and you're not gonna see his dick.
He just takes the guns.
No, but I just love the idea that can we get Dan down to set? We all need to understand this dick knocking out moment.
Oh my God!
I'm embarrassed to say I never got that until just now. Now that it's explained, I know what it is.
I could.
I loved it.
Such a good
Yeah.
one.
In the hell is that?
That wasn't even a ghost story. It was like an episode of some show we're all too young to have heard of.
You were Magnum.
Still am, Pakistan. Want to try me?
Guys, I think these stories are starting to get personal.
And so needlessly violent. What happened to the
There was a
days-
version of this episode when we were breaking up again. So many different anthology things we wanted to do. One was just the concept that you guys we wanted to do Greendale throughout the century. We wanted to do like a Mad Men thing with Allison, and then like a Steve McQueen like '60s thing. But it was so. It just became impossible to
do.
create those stories and have them have any kind of personal stakes for anybody. We'll take another stab at it when we do our 4th season.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in New York.
This is where Gillian comes in. How long did it take to get that off?
Yeah.
That was a couple showers.
Yeah.
There was I remember there was a big debate about screaming.
Oh, yeah.
Who's all screaming? Should everyone scream?
Yeah.
Should some people stop screaming? Should we scream here?
We redid
and then
that, right?
because the lights were red, so you couldn't see the blood, so we had to redo.
Oh,
the
yeah,
blood.
that's right.
It was a nightmare. I didn't know at what point I was being an overly difficult asshole.
There he
And
is.
Oh, these pumps
Look
got
at
so
those
much easier
legs.
to walk
Look at
in.
those legs.
Mhm.
I feel so old because we're decidedly doing like a '90s thing here because we figured surely the last time she was in a movie theater was probably
The
like in the
90s?
*90s. And
Wow. Shirley needs to get out more.
but so the
Pilates.
I remember looking at the girls and going like, now that's what I'm talking about, and then realizing that
This grunge. Yeah.
My favorite is the gay marriage line.
I love this.
We did
look on Shirley.
I think there were variations. I came in with different lines. I can't remember what the other ones were.
We did this on green screen. I love the makeup.
Oh, you weren't there for this?
No, I was on green screen.
That's
for
green
that.
screen.
And we were trying to figure out. I had to match how much you blew, like how fast you blew out or whatever.
Yvette, what are you talking about?
That was like I think it was just like a high-powered leaf blower.
Was it they used on you?
Yeah, that's like a little machine. And you know, I think they were upset because they were like, oh, this bald guy, we can't see any hair moving, so we can't tell that there's wind blowing. So they were trying to put some props in there that would actually move.
Hilarious.
There's my favorite line.
This is very timely.
Gay Mary. And he put them back together, and then he chainsawed them again. Forever.
I think I was told to take it to church in that moment.
Okay.
Take it to church.
This is a Tristram episode, right?
This is one of many episodes of the first half of season 3 where I had to move the act break. Oh,
really?
Because NBC's clock, like our act breaks our third acts are always really short. Because once upon a time you have a conflict and then you just say I'm sorry in the third act, but according to my structure. So the third acts are really short. So NBC started getting stricter about it, saying your third act can't be less than 5 minutes. They did it right in the middle. We had a bunch of episodes where that third act was too short. So this is one of those episodes I know because that's why it's like it just breaks on a joke. It doesn't break on like what I would prefer, which would be like a.
So what originally
it should be breaking up on this moment where you guys are pointing weapons
threatening
at each other.
Oh, nice. Yeah, makes sense.
Oh,
yeah.
Good sound effect.
Yeah, very good.
It's like they were tomatoes.
No, I was
a lot of this music.
I was a Foley artist on this one.
This music is music that we composed but never used for last year's Halloween episode because we ended up doing the ABBA thing. So Ludwig composed a bunch of awesome zombie score that we got to use for this year.
What? Who has those images like that in their head?
Probably the same kind of person that would make us tell ghost stories in order to secretly study our minds.
I'm just worried that one of you.
One of us? You took that test too, right?
What are you saying?
You know what that? Oh,
killed yourself.
Embarrassing.
I love that War and Peace thing.
I know.
That's great. It's like the inside of Britta's mind. She doesn't know how to spell War and Peace. She doesn't know that it's not about a guy named War and Peace.
I love that everybody has a weapon in like 2 seconds.
And commercial break.
Yeah. Exactly. This is where the commercial break would have come, and then it comes back, and Joel says,
"What is that?"
Anyone here could be a psycho.
Thinking that is what psycho. Here, I have a story that I think might help.
And a bunch of jiggly camera moves.
Oh.
I love that sweater I was wearing.
That was a nice sweater.
I was going to buy it, but it was like $300.
Oh.
Tell us why you kill people. Fear? I kill because I'm afraid.
Free actor.
I love Ken's hair when it looks kind of like a mop top, like a beetle.
We love it. We also love the fact that he came in screaming himself. He burst into the cabin screaming under the burlaps.
Well, what would be scarier?
His impulses are amazing.
So determined to have us relax and put down our weapons.
Maybe he's a remorseless madman with no empathy who eludes detection by manipulating us.
Look at that vein. That vein. That was some intense,
that's a
angry
very
acting.
attractive neck.
Your heart was pumping a lot of blood up your head for that.
I only have so much.
That was probably the test that returned the psychotic result.
Maybe.
Well, what kind of
Maybe. Oh, Jeff.
information like an hour ago?
No, I'm no sociopath. I always
You have
know.
a cross on. I just noticed that. So
It's a Vin Diesel cross.
yikes, man. It's also effective.
God, you love that jacket.
No,
You're wearing
do
it
not.
right now.
I am not wearing that jacket.
Everyone who's listening to this, he is wearing the jacket.
No, that doesn't make it true.
You're just wearing the jacket.
No, it is not. Why would I wear just a jacket?
That's
and
what we're
nothing
all
else?
asking.
You're saying I'm
Everyone's
not
been
wearing
talking about it.
Son of a bitch.
Look at the arrow. You ran these through the machine.
The expression on Allison's face when she realizes that Britta put it upside down is Megan's favorite part of this episode.
Using my name to mean making a tiny and
Tiny and understandable mistake.
And now we find out.
So we're all insane.
Well, except for this person.
Is that one mine?
We should probably.
Was there debate about whether they would reveal which one was
Yeah,
not
how did
crazy?
you decide on it, Dan?
No, because I don't. I think I see online people make too much a big deal out of it. You have to remember that tests, especially psychological tests, what do they really mean? They have no value. So this one just happens to return the result that Abed's the sane one, which is just a joke, really.
Britted.
Yeah, way to pull an Abed.
I don't get it.
Shirley, don't pierce. I don't get it.
From the Affordable Font Corporation.
We got the font.
How did we
Thank
get
you,
that?
everyone. Oh, there's more.
It's been 3 days. When are you going to let me go? At least say something. Guys! Guys!
Should we let him go?
Let me think. Nah. More brandy?
Don't mind if I do.
That's terrible.
Should we get back in our F-15 that we repaired with our mind power?
I was thinking the same thing. I know.
know.
Jinx, double jinx, triple jinx. Troy and Abed sewn together.
Thanks,
Yes,
guys, for
thank
listening.
you, everyone.